Welcome to an immersive and interactive astrological experience. I am your host, professional occultist, Natalie. Let us begin. Please make sure you have removed external stimulation and stimuli and that you are not operating any heavy machinery while you are consuming this video or if you are here with me live. We're going to start by breathing in through our nose, out through your mouth. One more. In through your nose, out through your mouth. By the end of our session today, you will have shifted consciousness. So first, we cleanse your energetic palette. One more. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Bring awareness to your position physically. Go ahead and adjust yourself as necessary to be completely comfortable. Completely comfortable. All of you here with me now, I want you to adjust your body, maneuver so that you are so comfortable and so relaxed that you almost forget that you even have a body. Kind of like when you lay down to meditate or you're sitting and meditating, get as comfortably to that state as you can while still keeping your posture, sitting at your computer, whatever way you're watching this. Once you are there, pull up your Venus retrograde journal, the Arteagan Venus Retrograde Journal Guide, and for bonus points, you can also pull up your June and July Arteagan journals, monthly journals as well. Now, I want you to let your focus soften. And what I mean by that is basically looking out the window and spacing out. You know, everything just gets sort of blurry. Photographers will know that it's called bokeh, that nice softness in the background of images, depending on the depth of field. Let your focus soften as you're looking at your journals and your guides. Let your eyes relax on the pages. Hosting my first immersive experience, today I take you through Venus retrograde in Leo, but not all the way. Not going all the way. This is phase 1. There are secrets waiting to be revealed after the requisite energy shifts. Okay, in phase 2, the second immersive experience for your Venus retrograde in Leo experience, 4-month-long experience. Look at your natal chart. Go ahead and pull up your natal chart, take a look at it. Find the house ruled by Leo, Placidus or whole sign, sun sign, moon sign, or ascendant, however you are guided to see. Look at it. For my Arteagan patrons, also look to the middle quadrant of page 5 in your Venus retrograde journal. Where do you feel it in your body? Go ahead and judge the quality of this feeling. When you look at that middle quadrant of page 5 in your Arteagan Venus retrograde journal, where do you feel this sensation? Is it a good feeling or is it a bad feeling? Did your stomach drop? Did it flutter when you were prompted and triggered through what you saw? In the middle quadrant on page 5 of your journal. June 18th, 2023, the Venus work officially began. But it may not have produced as big of a bang until about July the 2nd. Between June the 18th and July the 2nd, you were receiving easily in the Leo area of your life. But during that time, from June 18th to July the 2nd, you could have had mixed feelings. convincing yourself that you still like, love, or enjoy putting your heart into it, and questioning the feeling that tells you that you don't, or that you are outgrowing it. So that's why that particular period of time, it's not as consequential. Arteagan patrons, look from the top quadrant of page 5 to the middle in your guide. Some of these things will pop and others will not. Those of you right here with me now, in July 24th, 2023, have just come off of a fateful weekend that gave you a strong, clear answer to that middle June soul searching. A healthier, more profitable, more creative, more gratifying, respectful, noble value is manifesting. Today, in phase 1, CARRIE summer, we identify the systems change and karmic imbalances. Don't worry, with today's session and your Arteagan retrograde guide, you're on track to be perfectly prepared for phase 2 coming in August. We will be back here with another immersive, interactive experience for phase 2 in August for this extended 4-month-long Venus retrograde experience. It will take almost 4 months to fully shift consciousness, which is why I am here to help digest this spiritual growth as we go. We will grieve and mourn the loss of false gods, false idols, our fixed ideas, and fixed complacent feelings. It's a massive demo project on your heart and on your mind. Be very gentle with yourself. The new value system is introduced into our system and will need time for us to integrate fully and completely. So, how much cognitive dissonance and karma will we have to reconcile depends on the quality of our thoughts and karma that we've already created. Retrograde energy restores the balance, the karmic balance. So, if you've done the right thing and got thrown under the bus, and instead of seeking revenge, you walked away, taking only the lesson with you, what was lost or taken from you can now be restored. Respect, authority, creativity, passion, sexual confidence, money, finances, positions, status, recognition, equally. And the rules are the same for all of us. It's fair. Okay? It's fair. If you took something for granted or did not provide any value or enough value and thought you were skating, getting away with something, you will be in situations that you must, where you must change, make personal sacrifices, and pay it back. You're going to be held accountable to that. CARRIE from the movie, based off a Stephen King story. CARRIE is a powerful woman, more so than anyone she knows. Please see the movie if you have not already seen it. Very powerful woman, more powerful than anyone else that she knows in her neighborhood and her family that she can speak to. It's her. But she gives it all away in this story, every moment of every day, for her mother, for other people, for the institutions. She gives it all away. That was your June 2023. Thank you, Carl. That was your June 2023. You were CARRIE, trying to get everyone to like her, trying to fit in, giving your power away, resisting your calls, your urges, your changing tastes, going along to get along. Arteagan patrons, please look to the top quadrant of page 6 in your Arteagan Venus retrograde guide. How does that feel? Everyone else, remember the Capricorn full moon on July the 3rd of 2023. July the 2nd and July the 3rd ushered in new value, challenging the appreciation of the old value. What you will replace. July 2nd and the 3rd. What might have felt jarring may now feel either, in July 24th, might either feel thirst quenching, or after this past weekend, a severe break in the cognitive dissonance. Severe, if people have been really fighting growth, it makes it worse, because then the lesson has to be introduced stronger and stronger. So more and more pain hasn't become painful enough. July the 22nd. Welcome to Venus stationing retrograde at 28 degrees of Leo. This past weekend that we've come out of, for everyone here with me today. Now we're sick of it. We're not allowed to lie to ourselves about our thoughts, feelings, values, and behavior, because the consequences are especially fateful and consequential. Take in the spiritual sobriety of the power of Venus stationing retrograde. It doesn't even feel good anymore, no matter how much you want it to. Maybe back in June, you wanted it to feel good. You wanted it to feel good. Maybe it would have just been easier if it felt good. Can't lie to yourself about this now. Or if there was a problem you were being gently asked to fix, correct, make amends, put more effort into, show more appreciation for, you could have run roughshod over that in June, continued taking it for granted, continued living in the past, being lost or confused, what have you. Now you can't ignore it. July 22nd, coming out of this weekend. Now that want, that old want from June 18th to July 22nd is defrauded to your consciousness, defrauded to your conscious awareness. Here with me in phase 1, the clarity of the feeling is fresh. Arteagan patrons, fill in the last quadrant of page 6. Do not forget. You will need this for phase 2. Now, and in the next few weeks, detox. Let's do another breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's take a moment of gratitude, generate some feelings of gratitude. Just hold on to one thing, the first thing that comes into your mind. What are you grateful for? Juice that feeling up. It lubricates the brain to conjure the feeling and generate the sensation of gratitude. It lubricates the brain and it makes you better in every way, shape, or form. Now, and the next few weeks, detox. Bad habits, bad relationships, negative thinking. You know you're ready. It's a significant time of sweeping changes in relationships, financial situations, living situations, reputations, status, and validation. If you had been outsourcing your self-love, confidence, or self-worth, continuing to betray yourself, that karma will return stronger and more forcefully. Carrie sells out. She sells out. She betrays herself for social acceptance, social approval. And of course, they betray her. But her sacred rage is that she betrayed herself first before they betrayed her. She gave permission for that larger betrayal to even occur, for it to even happen. Now is the time of detox. And while you're detoxing, layering in more of what your heart is authentically connecting with and wanting. Some important dates coming up. The 27th of July, a couple days from now, For those of you here with me now today, Mercury will conjunct Venus retrograde. This is the throning and or dethroning. It's also the diagnosis of toxins and the identification of medicines. So it's, okay, this is what's poisoning the lake, or okay, this is what's going to restore vitality and rejuvenation, peace, what have you. It's the clarity of change, big clarity moment of change happening. On the 1st of August, we have a full moon in the sign of Aquarius. That's a power surge. That full moon's gonna full moon. That's a power surge manifestation of your beliefs. So judge the results and adjust accordingly. It's always true that reality is just a feedback loop, constantly giving us what our subconscious is pulsing and projecting out, our subconscious beliefs. This full moon is going to help bring more of that awareness to our conscious awareness of what our real beliefs are. What do you really believe? The 5% conscious mind is manifesting what it thinks it's manifesting, but the 95% subconscious mind could be manifesting something totally different. So it'll be an important time to see what you really are manifesting. On the 3rd of August, Venus retrograde conjuncts, it's the 𝚑𝚎, it's the Venus retrograde conjoining the sun. This is your complete reset. You must release the old values fully and completely to give a proper clean slate to what your heart wants to create. So show respect and appreciation for both, because what is being phased out of our lives could take longer than 4 months. It could take a long time for it to fully end or die or something. So show respect and appreciation for something that was there for a season, and show respect and appreciation for the next era. On the 7th of August, Venus retrograde will trine Chiron. Arteagan patrons, look to the bottom quadrant of page 5 in your guide. This is your second chance. On the 10th of August, Arteagan patrons, look to the top quadrant of page 6 in your guide. On these dates, are you relapsing or are you successfully replacing? On the 16th of August, this is the Leo new moon. There's a powerful impetus. There's powerful growth potential, and you're receiving and creating, co-creating an energy impulse from your heart space, from your actual freaking heart space. The new royalty introduces sweeping changes to the kingdom. And it's at this next crucial juncture that I'll be back hosting phase 2's immersive interactive experience. So right now, continue using your Arteagan journals and use these journals to see yourself, to hear your own voice. When we put things down, when we externalize them, when you write them down, when you journal, when you scrapbook, it helps you later on to look back, because you see things that you didn't see when you were creating that, when you were writing it down, when you were making the thing. So use these journals. Think to yourself. Remember that it's about your heart, what I feel, what I like, what I want, how I see me, what I make of value, the world applauds, what I have neglected, what I took for granted, what I am being called to serve more honestly. Breathe again, in through your nose, out through your mouth. The bigger June to October process needs to take this time so as to be thorough. You can create your life as purely from your heart as your bravery allows. That's why in this immersive experience, we're going through this together, breathing through it, keeping a cool, level head, and being completely here together, doing this work, seeing things differently, hearing this new information, and giving all of the time and energy and attention to your heart and this bigger process of what's happening to it that you deserve. This is where I'm taking us. So if you want to come, subscribe to the channel and activate my notifications so you get your bell rung every single time that I upload, live stream, or host an interactive immersive experience. This is quite enough for now. Feel free to play this back, go through this again as we go through the changes coming up. And until next time, until phase 2, my lovelies, my magical friends, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings.